We're back here with the CSL. Maine South 6-0. Another tough opponent. Well,
no, it's not. No, it's not. Don't even tell me who they're playing. Maine South. They could be playing, the University of Illinois. I'm taking Maine South.
Well, that's
because Evanston's probably better than the University of Illinois too. But it doesn't matter. Maine South.
Evanston is 4-2, but Maine South is too good.
Maine South.
They are going 9-0. More book it. They're going at least 11-0. You can book that.
Yes.
They're probably going at least 12-0. You can probably book that. You can probably book your trips to state unless they run into a team like a Bolingbrook or something like that in a semifinal game or something along those lines, or another strong 7-2, 8-1 team. But there's a good chance Maine South they're on a mission this year. They're going to win this game pretty easily. Losing my spot here. How about New Trier 3-3 at Niles West 5-1? Big game.
Niles West is going to rally. I mean, like I said in our intro segment, this is the big game. This is to see whether you put your tail between your legs and you go hiding under the table, or are you going to take the beating that you took, rise up and play through it. I think Niles West is a better team than putting the tail between the legs. I think they took their beating. I think they knew they were going to take a beating maybe against a Maine South team. You know what? You took it. Tip your caps to the Hawks for being a better team. Now rise up, win this game. They're going to do it. They'll get their sixth win this week.
If the Wolves are going to win a game, I think it's going to be this week because I don't think they beat Evanston or Glenbrook South. Maybe I'll change my mind.
We'll make that pick next week, but I'm taking Niles West this week.
You know what? You have to prove it to me. Beating Highland Park, beating Niles North does not prove anything to me. I'm picking New Trier in this one based on past experiences. I do like Niles West. I hope they win this game. I am rooting. Don't get me wrong. I want Niles West to win this game. I think they have a lot of talent with the quarterback and Jordan and company. I just think New Trier, been there, done that. They're fighting for a playoff berth at 3-3. I think New Trier is going to get this one done. This is the same thing I'm talking about Downers North. You say a win's a win, but Niles West has not looked very good in some of these wins they've had. I'm picking New Trier. How about this one? Battle of trying to keep your playoff hopes alive. Deerfield 2-4 at Maine East 2-4. You keep picking those Fighting Corys, and they keep.
I do keep picking the Fighting Corys. And you know what? I don't know nothing about Deerfield. I don't know anything about Deerfield. What do I know about Deerfield? They're both 2-4. Give me the Fighting Corys.
You know what? I keep going against you. I keep being right. I got a feeling Maine East is going to take this one. I just have that feeling. Deerfield is not very good. I looked at their record, their opponents they played. Nothing great to write home about. It's going to be a tough one, but Maine East, if they can hang around at halftime, because these second, third quarters is where they've just kind of fallen apart. If they can hang around through those and get to the fourth quarter in a close game, I think they're going to pull it out. I'm going to pick Maine East with you on this one, so I don't get too far behind with some of these picks I'm making this week. So I'm going with Maine East, trying to stay playoff eligible in that one.
I agree.
And there we have it. There's the CSL. Thanks for watching. We'll come back for some more. Back here with the Southwest Suburban Conference. Lincoln East looks like they're running away with the conference now to being Bolingbrook. How about Bolingbrook 5-1 recover at home against Sandburg, who's also 5-1.
It's all going to depend.
Possibly no Aaron Bailey.
All going to depend on it. I think Quincy Woods is going to be in there. You know what? I mean, the kid's a sophomore. I mean, he showed guts to come out there. It's going to take a little bit out of their offense because Aaron was showing this year how well he could pass the football. They weren't throwing a lot, but he was really accurate when he was throwing the ball. That part of the game might not be there quite yet with Quincy, but you know what? The option attack with a week of practice under his belt as a starter, I just don't see a problem at home against Sandburg. I mean, Sandburg, they're a nice team this year, but they're still not up to the skill level of Omar Stover and Jaden Huff and the other tailbacks that they have, and that Bolingbrook defense is still just gonna hit you in the mouth and stop you. So, Aaron Bailey or not, I get the Raiders in this one.
This is a point to prove to me. Aaron Bailey's been talking, and a lot of the guys have been talking that this is a deep team. This has got a lot more options than last year. I disagreed with it all year. I thought last year's team had more options than this year's team, especially offensively, defensively. A lot of youth this year. I still think defensively last year was a little bit better. This is a time to prove me wrong.
Right.
If you can win this game, I'm not just saying win it by 3 or 7 points. I think that's going to prove enough to me. If they can win this game by multiple touchdowns without Aaron Bailey, they're going to prove to me that they're going to be forced into 8A. If they don't win this game by multiple touchdowns or they don't win this game at all, I think that there's a legitimate hope that how much is Aaron Bailey to this team.
Right. Oh, well,
and
we'll
we'll probably see that this week. I'm hee-hawing on this game, but I think Sandburg is a little weak 5-1. I don't think they're a very strong 5-1 team. I look back to the Joliet West 30-3 game, as a proving point as Bolingbrook romped on Joliet West with no problem.
Right.
So I'm going to go with Bolingbrook in this one, but I have a hesitation that this could be a one-score game. But nonetheless, I will pick Bolingbrook to win this one. That sets up Joliet Central and HF 0-6 and 4-2.
Yeah, this one. HF's a lot better than I thought they were going to be this year. And Joliet Central still having a hard time getting off the hook there. So HF's going to win that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. HF in this one big. Looking forward to seeing what they do against Sandburg in that kind of game. Who's the third best team in the conference right there? Unless Sandburg gets Bolingbrook, then it could be different. But HF will roll in that one, and Murray doesn't pick Joliet Central this week, so he's in good shape for a win. And that sets up our last game of the week. Joliet West 2-4 at Lockport 1-5. This is a game to keep Joliet West slim playoff hopes alive. Lockport, they have nothing to play for, but maybe a little kind of a crosstown rivalry kind of game.
I don't know that you even have to have anything to play for against Joliet West. Joliet West, I think you could put them out there right now against nobody. You know what? Because they beat themselves more than the opponent beats them. And,
Joliet Central, they beat Joliet Central.
Well, yeah, and you know what? And they beat themselves more in that game than I can't pick them. I don't care who they're playing this week. I cannot pick for Joliet West the way that they're coming out and just absolutely, I picked them to be the third best team in the conference.
Let's go back to week 1. Mark picks Joliet West. Week 2, Mark picks Joliet West.
Yes, and you know what? You keep proving me wrong this much. I'm gonna quit picking you. And you know what? I quit picking them. Give me Lockport in this game.
I'm trying to